It's 10 a.m. Thursday morning. Welcome to Real Estate Now. Keith Pitch
Good
here.
morning. Good morning. Stacey Chevalier here.
What's going on, Stacey?
Just enjoying July. I hope everyone had a nice 4th of July.
Did you blow stuff up or did you not blow stuff up?
I did. You know, there's fire burns everywhere. There's all these things. I happen to be in a place over an area you could do it. It was beautiful. And yeah, we had a really good time. So it was
nice.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we just took in the local show here and watched from afar, so that was good.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some other fireworks really quick, just changing the subject and jumping into today's show, because we got an awesome technology show talking in store today. But before we get there, we got to talk about the fireworks in, there they are, mortgage rates.
Our favorite thing.
This is one of the biggest week-over-week moves down. Yeah, mortgage rates went down this week. Yes. So, and they're looking to continue the trend. The 10-year Treasury is shedding some major gains that they had over the previous few weeks. And I think July, you guys, this is my big reveal.
This is it. Okay.
July is going to be the final interest rate summer of love. So if you want to get those interest rates below 3%, you guys get out there and get after it now. Okay. I think when we get into 2022, I'm going to stay fast on my prediction. When we get to 2022, we're going to be in the mid threes. That's where we're going.
All right.
So right
You've
now,
jumped all the way to 2022 though, instead of like now. So we got some time.
Yeah. Right. So you got some time right now. Yeah. July is good. Again, the Fed meets their big meeting coming up in Jackson Hole is in August. So I'm looking for the fundamental change to be then. And if I'm wrong then, I'll admit it and I'll make another prediction that may or may not be right or wrong.
We all know Keith is so smart. I just keep saying they're just going to keep going down, and I've gotten lucky. But everyone needs to do their own due diligence, watch the market. But yeah, currently they're down. So great time to continue to refinance. Buy a home, buy a second home,
buy a home,
all those things. Affordable. So yeah, reach out to your lender and discuss your options.
Right on. Well, yes. That's rates. That's what we do every week. Who do we got in line today, Stacey? Who's our guest?
We have our good friend, Joey Simpson. I'm so excited he can join us. He is part of loanDepot family. We just love him. So thank you, Joey, for coming on with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Welcome. So, Joey, you help all of us with everything technology around here at loanDepot.
And marketing.
And marketing.
And marketing. Don't forget the marketing. Yeah.
So you have been pretty busy since COVID started. What have you been helping our sales force and our realtor partners and builder partners achieve over this past year?
Well, it's a great question. And I mean, this last year threw everyone for a loop. And thankfully, our company was already positioned really well. We already had the technology in place to be able to pivot very quickly. And our team members were able to work from home and still support their customers, their partners. As a marketing team, we really focused on helping our teams be more involved in the technology itself. And, you know, that word gets thrown around a lot in this industry these days, that our technology. But when you really see the proof in the pudding, right, of what it actually can do and how you can actually grow your business even during a time like COVID, like what we're doing right now. You know, this is now you're starting to see people realize, oh, doing a live stream, doing video, people actually pay attention to that. And you're seeing more and more people in the industry, not just lenders, but builders and real estate partners that are realizing, hey, you know, COVID kind of forced their hand. You know, no more putting stacks of flyers and hoping people follow you, but being virtual and being digital and being accessible is really kind of what we helped our teams be more active with throughout COVID and into 2021. I mean, I can't believe it's already July. It seems like last year was so long ago. But that's really, you know, helping teams understand the value. Because some people look at this stuff and they're like, I can't, it's too much for me. I don't know where to start. And honestly, we just say, just start. Just get on camera. I mean, I've been watching you guys with your show here grow. And I love watching you guys stuff from when you started to now. And you guys have such a smooth system. You have new content coming out all the time, and it's really exciting to see that you guys are doing it yourselves and really showing others by leading by example. Really, that you can do it. It's not that common. You just be yourself, get on camera, say hello, and really embrace the technology.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to do. It's a lot easier to say, right? It just is. I remember. I mean, I've been here a long time, so I've worked with Joey a long time. Joey's always been comfortable on videos, just have it, and none of us did it. So finally, I was like, I tried to get the team to do it. Finally, to your point, Joey, I was like, no, we got to just do it on our own. And Keith so gracefully was like, yeah, I'll join you on this. So he's the one that's really made this a success. So I certainly appreciate Keith in this. But yeah, we've learned a lot, right, Keith?
Absolutely, and
it's been fun.
I want to say something to Stacy's point. Video has been something that's been kicked around for probably the last 4 years. That video's the next wave, and it was always as a salesperson and what have you. It was always on my to-do list, but it just never got done because I didn't see the priority in it. I didn't see the value in it, and then what really spurred me on was Stacy. Right. So I needed a partner in crime. And that's what held me accountable to do it on a weekly basis. We've done this on a weekly basis for over 1.5 years now. So from my personal seat sitting here and doing these videos, if you've had it on your list to do, find an accountability partner and put it on the calendar and go, and it will happen. And then we've created so many different connections in outlets for our clients, for credit repair, for real estate agents, for builders. It's become this networking tool that we just allow people to understand what we do and who we work with, and then they start working with them. It's amazing. So find yourself an accountability partner. That would be my takeaway, because I wouldn't have done it by myself.
I agree. I love that. We both so appreciate each other. We've never shared that. We're just sharing it with the world now. So
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great point to the accountability partner, because think back to when you're in college and you have your paper and you read it out loud, and you're like, still doesn't sound right. But then you read it to a family member or a friend and they're like, have you thought about maybe changing this? So the accountability partner also goes into, hey, I recorded this video. Would you mind watching 30 seconds of it and give me your feedback? Just having that alone really helps you build the confidence to do it too, because it does take a level of confidence to put yourself out there in this kind of space.
Yeah, for sure. Tell us what other things we've been working with, either with our loanDepot originators or our real estate partners. How else have we been helping them grow their business online this past year?
Being more active with their social media presence. You got to remember, people don't know what they don't know, right? And so understanding what social media really is, and it's not just click a button, make $1 million. It's work. You guys know it. Social media is a lot of work, and it takes time to do things. And so we really try to push our teams to encourage their partners also to not just throw money at Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, because they'll take your money, but really being more strategic with your advertising and having a mission. I know Alec Hansen always says campaign on social media, and it's absolutely true, because we always tell everyone posting is just the beginning. I'm glad that you're posting, but you have to respond to people. You have to engage. One of the things we have on our trainings that we share with our team to then push to their partners is for every one post that you do that's self-serving, maybe you had an awesome customer review, every time you post one thing, you should be doing 4 other things that day. So if I'm going to post one thing, how great loanDepot is, I'm going to go comment on 4 other posts, or like or share 4 other posts. That way, I'm not just posting about me, because I see it all the time where people are like, 5-star review, and it's like, okay, but I don't see you doing anything else on social media. And it's just, to me, that's just so self-serving that as a customer, if I was going to Google your name and all I see is, just you, you're not really celebrating anyone else's success, that just makes it seem like the you show. And it's like, as a customer, I would feel devalued. And so, some of our teams that we highlight, they celebrate the realtor success on a deal, especially if the deal didn't work out the way they wanted it to, but they came in and saved the day. They don't just make it about me. It's, hey, we did this. We worked on this together. And that really solidifies the partnership, because now that realtor or builder partner can take that post and share it to their pages. And then it just grows organically. And so it's really not about throwing money at social media. It's about putting your head down, working at it, taking time, and patience is really the message that we've been training our groups on to share with their partners.
Yeah, I think consistency is a big part of it. I know for myself, and I believe Keith, we've never paid for anything. We just are out there. We don't pay for anything to get more boosts or anything like that. But the more you're on certain social media, I know everyone's probably most comfortable in a certain spot, right? I kind of dove into all of them because I wasn't, I'm in my 40s. I didn't grow up with this, but there are people that only do Instagram or only do TikTok. I don't know. But LinkedIn, there's so many, whatever you're comfortable in. But as you post on other people, I think you really find true connections. It's not like this fake relationship. You can really grow, and we find a lot of people that want to be on our show just through those connections. So I think that's great. One thing I really love about your team, Joey, is that you offer. It's so simple if you just want to post. Like, you could just come here. You guys have the whole thing so built out, and you can schedule it. You never have to think of it again. But if you want to do something like this, we also allow that. And we want people to do stuff like this and make it more personable and not just a pre-created loanDepot post. But for those watching, we have all of that. We have all of it. I just don't utilize it a lot, but I think many people in the company probably do.
Well, and the great
how many assets do we have?
It's in the thousands. The cool part about it is the co-marketing aspect. So Keith, to your question earlier about how we support our partners, we have the ability to co-market with those things and just post it from our tools. And that way you don't have to wait weeks, for approval or this or that. It's quick, it's easy, and it's very user-friendly. And even our partners can do that too. And so it's really about building a relationship, nurturing that relationship. Stacy, to your point, absolutely consistency. Because if you post once and then you don't do anything, because what I'll do is when I talk to a loan officer and they'll ask me about their agent, I'll look them up. And I'll be like, well, they haven't posted in 6 months. And what does that say about that partner? Like, are they bored of it? Did they get tired of it? Are they too busy? Like, really figure out what the issue is. It's similar to like when you're figuring out your workday. Right? How much time can you dedicate? Because Stacy, to your point, I get that question a lot from some folks who have never used social is, where do I start? And my question back to them is, well, how much time do you have? Because you're right, there's so many platforms out there. I mean, I grew up on MySpace, if you guys remember the good old MySpace, but there's so many platforms out there that it can be daunting to try and manage all of the different, content requirements, image sizes. I got to post here, then respond here. It can get cumbersome if you're not prepared for like what that actually looks like. So usually if you start out with the big two, Facebook, LinkedIn, at least you get your foot in the water, kind of get moving. Consistency, of course, and then leveraging the relationships you already have. And I tell everyone, any partner that you meet, go connect with them on Facebook, LinkedIn. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. Same with your borrowers. Why wouldn't you connect with your borrower audience? It's free. It doesn't take any time, and you're engaging with them in a way that, think about it. We're at home using these things, right? And
all day long.
How many people are on Facebook? All of last year showed us how active people really were with like TikTok and other video platforms, YouTube even. It really, I get fired up about it because it's just like, you just got to do it. You just got to get out there and do it. And yes, it will take time and patience. But Stacy, again, to your point, consistency is absolutely key.
Yeah, and the accountability partner aspect helped me because we actually put it on the calendar. And if you don't put it on your calendar, it doesn't exist. It just isn't there. So one thing I will say to our realtor partners, one thing that's really helped me with them over this past year is the direct link to their MLS feed, so we could start doing co-branding through our listing websites that we can create for them. That has been a godsend. That they've loved it because they've been scrambling. That they had their in the box broker solution at their own office, but they wanted to continue to up their game and build these custom websites. That's great integration, and it's super easy. To your point, Joey.
Yeah,
So-
a little birdie told me yesterday that StreamYard is now integrated with LinkedIn. So we use StreamYard at loanDepot. So that's cool. We got to test that out, Keith. But you can, if somebody likes what they're watching right now, they could share it through StreamYard to someone. They could say something about it, right? Like Joey Simpson
cool.
rocks, and send it to someone else.
That's awesome.
It's cool. Yeah,
That's awesome.
LinkedIn does a lot of stuff.
Well, and they're just going to continue to innovate. I mean, they have to be competitive with other social platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, you're just going to continue to see more and more innovation, especially after last year. And I think that's where realtor partners have an opportunity, because I know that some different companies offer different things, and some don't offer anything. And that's where partnering with loanDepot really gives you a step in that direction, especially because our teams are trained on being more active on social, understanding what social is, and video like we're doing right now. One other thing I always like to suggest is when you do these things, I do this for training myself, is always ask your audience too. If you're short on content, ask your audience what they want. There's no harm in just saying, hey guys, I'm looking for ideas that you want me to talk about. Because sometimes in our industry, both realtor partners, builders, loan officers, they think they know what the customer wants to hear, which is true like 95% of the time. Our folks are brilliant. I love our industry. But there are times where they talk about stuff and the customer's like, yeah, I don't understand any of that. I'm just going to go YouTube it. So if you really want people to engage, be part of the conversation, is, hey, what do you want me to talk about? What do you like about this live stream? What are 2 things you like, or what are 2 things I can do better? And then that way, it really involves the audience. So it's not just hey, I'm talking at you. It's, hey, it's a dialogue. It's a conversation. And I think that from a marketing perspective really speaks to your audience, and it lets them feel like they're part of it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are
Just like this, right, Joey?
give us ideas. We love it. Or if you're a business owner, or you're somewhere you're in the industry, or just something. It doesn't even have to be industry related, right? Like, we would love to have you on the show. Absolutely. We'll share what you're doing. We'll support you. We actually try to make this a non-loanDepot show, and mainly just talk about other things.
Show, man. We've had school discussions. We've had all sorts of different discussions on here. Trying not to get too political, but we've had those. But it really is an open forum, because we touch so many different facets of people's lives. In the housing industry, it's pretty impactful what we can do and what we can talk about. So if you guys do have suggestions, let us know. I've got a question for you, Joey, because I had this realization doing exactly what you were saying, flipping through my feed. I'm like, the pre-built stuff to me is getting kind of numb, right? I'm not paying attention to that stuff anymore. So now, not only does it take to social media, but bring this uniqueness to it. What is your take on that? What would you say to somebody about that?
I would say the pre-built stuff is for, like, we look at it in tiers, right? So tier 1, beginner. Like, you don't know what a hashtag is, use the pre-built stuff, because at least you have something. You have something to start with.
You laugh, Keith, but Joey's had that question. That's why he's bringing it up.
It's true, and the thing is, a lot of our folks in the industry, they're like I said, they're brilliant. But a lot of people, mortgage was one of those industries, and I love our company because we're very much at the forefront of it. Yes. But a lot of companies in this industry just kept doing the same old thing, putting your face on the side of a bus, or putting a stack of flyers on a box of donuts. And I'm not saying don't, stop doing donuts. Everyone loves donuts. But thinking about how you can leverage social media and digital. And that's where, again, the pre-made stuff is really for, like, your entry level. You're just learning social media. How do you mention somebody? That's what that stuff is really designed for. And once you get comfortable with that, then you take the next step into tier 2. Now you're talking about hosting a live session like we are now, and doing video content, getting that out there. But I go back to what I always say is, for every one post, you got to do 4 other things to show people that you're active. Because if you're just posting and not doing anything else, I'm glad you're posting, but you're not going to get anything out of that. Like, I've seen people where a borrower commented on a loan officer's like 10-year anniversary at another company. The LO never even responded, thank you. And it's like, to me, just a thank you. How long does that take, right? Just to say, you can do it on your phone. And that's not even advanced. But again, the posting stuff, that's just for like entry, getting into it. We do still encourage even advanced users to use it every now and then, especially if it's like product related, because anytime a new product comes out, we always have those tools ready to go, ready to post. Anything that's co-branded can be custom created. That's something I know some of our other, let's say, other competitors don't allow that we do. So pretty cool, unique identifier there.
Well, there's a lot of our competitors that totally take over your Facebook page and manage it and won't let you do anything on it. And to me, that's kind of heavy-handed. But anyway,
well, it's not who you are. It's who they are, right? And it's not
exactly
doesn't give you a chance to really grow who you are as a human being on social media.
Yeah. I mean, I know we do now create professional business pages, right, at our new hire events. So we set you up, but then we let you manage your own account within reason, right? Like we're all pretty responsible professionals here, which is great. But yeah, so if you're out there and you're kind of crazy, we'd probably shut you down. Just so you know, we do have some rules.
Absolutely. I mean, in our industry, there's rules, but I mean, that's the other thing that's unique about loanDepot and working with our partners, realtors and builders too, is that if somebody on our team doesn't know, we encourage them to ask. We're not here to smack your hand and tell you, no, we're a team here. Let's help you get to where you want to go without breaking the rules, of course. And we really want to be more about growing the business versus chasing you down and trying to tell you all the time. Because that's not conducive to a good working environment, and just helping people understand they have a resource, use it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So every day, so that people are aware, Joey and his team, they do a 30-minute to 1 hour training every single day. So every day we get a week in review, or a week in advance, so we can see what's coming up. They're all recorded, so if you can't make it, you can attend. Like today's is actually, I think, on how to get custom marketing improved. Like I've been here 8.5 years, like I kind of get it. But if you're newer, you have these resources. But every day there's something different. Joey also lets you do one-on-ones with him and just opens up his calendar. So you can, if you don't want to be in a group setting or you think it's more complicated. So Joey, I want to know what like your top 3 or top 5, like why do people reach out to you for like one-on-ones? What are the questions?
I will say the number one reason is because they do feel a little embarrassed to ask in front of an entire group. And one of my favorite drummers is a drummer from Dream Theater, Mike Porter, or formerly drummer. But somebody asked him one time, they said, "Don't you get tired of playing the same songs every day for 60 days on a tour?" And he said, "No, because that person in the audience may never have seen me live before." And that's how I approach the training side of it. And really with marketing, and our team is to say, hey, this person may not know. They don't know what they don't know. And so the one-on-ones are really designed to help that individual with their individual needs, because the way that we run everything in retail is very much based on how that loan officer wants to run their business. And that includes partnerships with realtors and builders. And so really addressing the individual needs, because some people are still in that beginner phase, right? We have so much that we offer here. I think at New Hire, we always say it's like drinking from a fire hose. We offer so much that people come from companies that they don't offer nearly anything. You got some people still using Microsoft Excel to manage their book of business, and it's like, okay, let's take it one step at a time. Then you have other people who are a little bit more intermediate, and you have more advanced. So the trainings, and with our awesome production training team, they're designed to kind of fit that group depending on where they're at. And we found a lot of success with that because it fits their individual needs instead of just saying everyone gets this training and that's the end of it. Because that doesn't work. You really have to pinpoint the core ask, and then once you find that out, then you get to the follow-up questions that help them really actually progress from there.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Tell me, I'm curious from a company standpoint. I am a huge fan of Vidyard and video email. right? That's where I got my video start and where I got comfortable with video start. And for all of you out there, video emails are a great place to start because they're not live. You don't have to worry about if you screwed up. You can guess what? You just dump it and do it again. But so quite frankly, if I got paid for every single email that I got back saying thank you for the video, it helped explain everything, I wouldn't have to be working here anymore because they're that like effective. How many people throughout the company are actually using video?
Well, to be clear, do you take our Vidyard because you can take it and show it over like a loan estimate? Do you go that extreme, or are you just doing a video?
No, I'm doing a video over a loan estimate.
Loan estimate to explain it.
Yeah,
that's
so I'm going through the mortgage coach, doing the video, and they're like 6 to 8 minutes long. And guess what? They watch the whole video, right? So
yeah, because you can see it. Yeah.
Are lots of people using videos and emails to help explain?
Yeah, well, even because we have a text message integration with our tool, so being able to text a video to a customer, I mean, it's
I'm going to set up a one-on-one for that, Joey, because Chelsea told me about that, and I'm like, what? Again?
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. It's I think I have like 13,000 unread personal emails in my Gmail. You know,
yeah.
I got drip campaigns from everywhere and everywhere. So, but I have 0 unread text messages. And so by leveraging video, and I can watch, you know, my fee worksheet right here. You know, it's astounding the response that we've seen. I would say
I just have to show this because I think I'm gonna win.
I can't see
it. Your personal email?
How many?
You can see it. It's 181,000.
Oh my!
Unread.
Yeah, you got me. Beat. You got me beat.
Yes.
But you're paying monthly for that storage. Read. You know that, right? You're paying for that storage to Google. Go clean that out.
It really good. Just purge it all. Our sales team is the thing is the folks that want to jump in right away, they're in it. They're bought in. They're sold. They'll do the fee worksheets. Some of the folks that are, you know, again, lack a little confidence, that they just need a little boost. They're a little bit slower to adopt. I would say well into like 70 to 80% of our sales team uses video in one way or another. The video component with our tool, you know, we continue to show the why. And when they see it, because what I'll do is when I walk through a training, I'll actually send them a text with their video. So they get it on their phone. They're like, I can do this? So once you show them, they're like, that is so easy. And it's just a matter of just walking them through the steps, because they think, oh my gosh, I have to put on makeup. I have to get this real expensive camera. And it's like, no, you don't. Like, especially if you film it from your phone, you can actually send that video to CRM and then send it from there. It really is just a matter of getting people to understand the why. And whenever somebody tells me I don't want to be on camera, my response is always, you were already out there meeting people. You were already putting your face on business cards, flyers. This is no different. You're just moving and talking and tone. You know, it takes practice, sure, but you know, once you see the why and you see that first customer say, wow, this is awesome, especially the automation part of it. We have the automation built in where we can text message videos of where the loan's at in process. Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? Put your face out there?
Yeah, I love that feature. I love it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So, final question. Tell us about
from the audience, or
we're right there at 30 minutes. Yeah. So, Joey, tell us about your shirt. What's going on there, man?
loanDepot, official mortgage provider of Major League Baseball. Real exciting. I know that Stacy and Keith, we've been here a while at loanDepot, and I know that we share the energy. And to anyone that is either looking to join loanDepot, or if you're a partner, you know, why work with loanDepot? The culture here is just second to none. And I mean, it's really true from our leadership down. And then the partnership with Major League Baseball is just awesome. I remember seeing the loanDepot Park with the Marlins there, and you know, they just hosted the War Heroes on Water event the other day, which was really awesome. And it really is cool. I was watching Sports Center the other day, and a loanDepot TV commercial came on, and so it's really cool to see the growth of our organization in this industry. And again, you know, anyone looking to partner with us, you know, it's just going to grow from here. I mean, we've already made so many changes in the last couple of years that it's been lightning fast, but you have to be to stay competitive. And I think that going forward, we're just going to continue to see more and more involvement, and hopefully as things open back up, we get more involved with our communities again, and get back out to the streets.
I cannot wait to do that. That will be so fun to get back out on the streets. Not that video and the interwebs have failed us. I'm just excited to get back out there. So right on. Well, there we go. What a great closing statement. Thank you, Chelsea. Joey is
Thank you, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Joey is amazing.
Right on. Well, Joey, we appreciate all that you do for us here and coming on the show today. So,
but I want to say real quick, I appreciate you guys too. Our whole team, from our whole team, we appreciate you guys and your team and what you do. And same to our partners out there. We know it's not easy, especially with inventory and everything. So we appreciate what you guys do because we know it's definitely not easy. And there's late nights and you guys got to work too. So I just wanted to let you guys know we appreciate you too.
Oh, thanks. All the love. Love it.
Well,
Joey, you can hang out in the background for a minute. Keith and I are just going to say goodbye quickly.
Just say goodbye.
Oh, hang on. Thanks for having me.
Joey.
So there you have it. Video, it's hot. It's hot right now. So get after it. Don't be afraid of it. And like I said, get yourself an accountability partner. Yeah, see, I'm still that way. Anyway, next week, join us next week when we have our real estate panel. And we're going to talk about Q2 and how strong Q2 was. And dare I say it, is it slowing down just a little bit out there in the real estate market? Maybe.
I don't know.
Join us next Thursday, 10 a.m. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend and enjoy the sun.
See ya.